Hello, this is a tutorial by Ham96. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a Legend of Zelda NES version, not the newer versions or anything, because I haven't learned that yet, but an NES version of the Legend of Zelda on Gamemaker. First off, what you're going to do, first, let me show you where you can get it. What you can do is, you go to this website, sdb.drisnaps.com. They have just about any sprite you'll need, and if they don't have something you need, you can just always Google it, but this is free of viruses and everything, and I really like the selection they have. Some games are even Japanese imports, so that's pretty good. Anyway, you click on the NES, and you scroll all the way down to The Legend of Zelda, which it'll be like letter T. So, click on that, and there it should be Link. And so, you need to save these pictures if you want to make a game like this. Anyway, I'm going to create my first one called Link Front. I always do this so I won't get confused. Instead of seeing Sprite 1. I always get confused when I see that. So anyway, I already have it set up, but if you want to do it, it's the width is 20 and the height is 23. That's what I use, so check, and then it'll show you the preview, speed of 30. Just set that to like 20 or even 15, but I'm going to turn that off since I'm just not doing an animation. Next one we're going to create is the back. So we're going to call it Link Back. I'm going pretty fast for you, but what you're going to do is you're going to hit Edit Sprite, and you're going to go to File. There's going to be a thing called Create from Strip under Sprite Editor. So you hit that, and you choose which file you want to edit. Of course, I want to edit my Link file. So it opens to this, and you have to adjust the width and height. But you should, if you're an advanced user, you probably know this by now, or even an intermediate user. And so I got him into the back position. Hit OK, and now we got a back one. Now we need the left and right, so he can move. Link left. And I've saved a lot of stuff because I've created a lot of games, which means I'm going to try and do a lot of tutorials, because I notice a lot of these aren't on YouTube. Since he's going to be moving left, I'm just going to choose this one instead of spar one, unlike my other game, which I just did the opposite. I learned from that. I hate how this mouse clicks when, how it's vibrating basically whenever I'm trying to record. Now we're going to create the right. There's two ways you could do this. You could either go over to the right like I'm about to do, or you could just do the left version since it's already going to be on it. You know, I'm going to just do it this way just to show you how to. You click OK, and on the sprite editor, it should have a picture of him. Go to transform and mirror horizontally. This comes in handy when they only have like the left version or right version. It deleted it because I had it on him for some reason. Anyway, just go back. So what you do is you hit mirror horizontal, and look, he's facing the right. So that's a good tip for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an object called Link. It sort of keeps everything simple. I put my sprite to the Link front, and let's see. The first thing I want to do is I want to set the commands. Press left. He's going to change into, this is the change sprite over here, and I want him to change into my left version with a speed of 0, and the sub image is 0. So that way, well, you can't really do anything because there's no more images. Let's see. And then what you're going to do is set this negative, you're going to set jump to position -4 relative, and y is going to be 0. That's pretty simple for that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing for right. You don't have to learn this because it's basically the exact same thing, but you're changing jump to position to 4. If I get this wrong, then I'll correct myself, because you'll tell when it's facing. What we want to do, trying to think. I think it's alright. I get really confused when I try to do it's just trial and error for when I try to do the jump to position, because I always think it's 4 instead of -4 because of a graph, but I think I finally remembered it. If it's wrong, then he'll be moonwalking. I hope he doesn't moonwalk. First time I actually get it right on the first try. So then I think I set this to 4. There's something I did wrong. One thing you should always do when trying to do stuff like this is check, make sure you got, what you're going to do is you're going to set this -4 for up, and it's going to be relative on the y, because it's going to be on the y-axis, and you're going to do 4 for the y, x for 0 on the down. And so, let's create a room, probably the most boring thing, and most time consuming. I'm going to set my room to 500, 500, because it looks pretty good. I call it begin. I think that's spelled wrong, but I don't care. I'm going to put link into here. And so when we start up the game, I'm going to change that. Press down, he moves down. Press right, he moves right. Press left, he moves left. Press up, he moves up. So, that's your basic game. Now on to the more interesting and more time-consuming part, tiles. You can, I downloaded my tiles from, hold on. Here we go. I know you probably didn't want to watch this, but it's really good if you want to find some good tiles. Let's see. What I do is I go to Gamemaker 7.0, and on here there should be resources. This is really good place to find stuff. I have to scroll down a lot because I had to look through a ton just to find it. Mario props, RuneScape. I don't get why people post stuff that's RuneScape. I mean, I don't really want to make a copy of RuneScape. That's just my opinion, but I just don't really want to make a copy of it. I don't think that many people would want to. They want to play it, not make a copy of it. Skip this. Go to tile sets. Pack 3. Ground tiles. And here we go. It's right here. It's called Final Fantasy 2 USA Tile Sets by Egg Dragon. It's really good, actually. Yeah, but it's actually Final Fantasy 4. I found that kind of funny. Anyway, I'm gonna load the background of this. I have this. That's my game I was making. And onto, let's see. It's basically a trial and error on its tile sets. Yeah. So I'm gonna load the town tile, which is probably the most used, and I'm gonna call it town. The reason why I like this is because of all the tiles I can ever use. I mean, I can put grass. I can wait for it to load. That's not right. Oh, I know I did. Use as tile set. So basically I can put grass around Zelda to make him look better. I can put water at the bottom here. I can even make rooms. Like I can make houses and everything. I mean, if I start the game right now, he'll just walk on water. And it's because there's no blocks there. It's really that simple. I also love